What's going on, guys? This is Kash. Welcome back. So we are back with another video. So in this video, we're going to cover OCG Metagame report and decklist reviews from the past week. We do have January 16 to January 24. So technically 8 days, no? More than 1 week of tournament data gathering, and we are going to cover the remainder of our format of the January 2025 post QCTB before we venture on the new format of All-In or Alliance Insight today, this Saturday. So we are going to just browse all of the topping lists in major regions, Japan, South Korea, China, and Taiwan. So without further ado, let's start. So starting off first, we do have top 4 of Japanese tournament. First would be Malice. So of course Malice will be getting new support and it will be better than ever. I do expect that the deck could be the top deck in this metagame, and also the metagame will be warped towards answering the Malice problem and also on the Orcus side of things now. So looking on this deck list, it is pretty much standard. Just play the Simul Archfiend on the side deck. And moving on next, we do have Orcus. So another solid deck in this meta. I do believe that the most played version of Orcus is using the Finsmith engine, which enables you to bring out Omni Negate as early as possible and also extend your plays. When you do have 2 bodies on your field, you can easily go into the Close Sky Goddess and also towards the Lacrima line of play, no? So yeah, I think the Orcus Finsmith is much more resilient, much more adept on dealing out some huge boards, but I do still prefer the pure version, which you do have a lot of rooms for non-engines. And moving on next, we do have Purely. So another deck that is seeing so much play on the past 3 weeks, I do believe. Yeah, ever since they have gotten the 3rd copy of Delicious Memory, it enabled the deck to perform, and I really vouch because I always see topping list of Purely, especially in Korea. This deck has been phenomenal in the South Korean region. And next would be Orcus Finsmith, this time with Azamina. So this has more gas, even more gas than the Finsmith variant. But with Azamina, you are losing too much space for your hand traps and staples. So you trade your explosiveness for going first in replacement of your tangibles going second. And moving on next, we do have Blue Eyes Primite. So Blue Eyes Primite still really top tier deck, even though Malice and Orcus has been performing quite above the Blue Eyes. It is still really solid, and I do believe that Blue Eyes Primite is probably one of the decks that can emulate their success on this coming All-In format, because they didn't get damages, and also it's just other decks got better, but it is still in contention towards the best decks available. And moving on next, we do have White Forest. So White Forest also got some glimmer of support from the new set of All-In, and we do expect that this deck will continue to perform, even though this deck is not in the contention of the top 3 best decks. I do think that this deck fares around on the top 4 or top 5 best deck. If we consider them quite above or below the Rizal, it doesn't matter, but yeah, it is still a deck that ranks towards the top 5 on my opinion. And next, we do have Dragon Maid. So this has been the trend for the Dragon Maid recently, just playing 3 copies of Nibiru on the main deck and also pivoting towards Super Poly. I do think that Super Poly is really strong here. You are able to dodge when going second using the Super Poly, and also you're able to out some of the boards of the meta decks in the format, namely Blue Eyes Primite, Orcus, and even Malice. Moving on next, we do have Sanavalon, Tyrion, Ragnaraka, technically plant pile, no? What in Jessica Robinson is this? This is 60 card? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks 60. Playing triple trust and double talent on it, no? Moving on next, we do have Malice. So Malice this time with double Nyalos on the side deck, just a preemptive way to answer the mirror match. And moving on next, we do have top 4 of Sun CS or Dual Salon tayo. First would be Ryzil, another deck that got supported from the Malice, Ryzil and Ryuge deck build crossover breakers from the All-In. Those 3 got support, and it will make the Ryzil more resilient with the new star Ryzil being able you to extend further and play around some of the most difficult situations that you may ever face using this Ryzil. And the recent trend would be playing 3 Ascension and 1 Small World or 2 Small World. I think that has been the trend to make Ryzil consistent, because you have lost some of the consistency cards that you are playing, like Bonfire and 7 Tachyon and the X, no? So you have to rely on the Ascension and the Small World package. And next would be Orcus 60. So I do believe that this Orcus 60 has been seeing some reps in the previous 2 weeks in Japan. It has been popularized by Rai, and he has been known for playing Orcus this format, and this looks really astonishing. I do think that the 60 Orcus has some of the most craziest gas in the game, and also on top of that, you're able to play the Bestials, because Bestials will relatively impact the chances of your deck to fare going second against the Malice, against the mirror match, against even the likes of Voices Voice, Dragon Maid, no? It could make a difference. And yeah, I think this is a deck that worthy of a top tier rogue deck status, or one of the best sleeper decks around, no? And moving on next, we still have one more deck. Yeah, Mermaid Atlantean. We do have Mermaid Atlantean playing a more mid-range type of deck. It didn't up to play the new Gen X package. It just played the Impulse and Falls on the main deck. Moving on next, we do have Ryzil once again. So this time, triple Ascension and 1 Small World again. And yeah, playing triple Sanctum as well to bolster going first of the deck. And moving on next, we do have another Orcus. This time, pure version. No Fiendsmith, no Azamina. This is just looking to be very functional and very linear. Just playing your best Orcus cards with your Girsu, Harp, and just piled up hand traps after hand traps with double Foolish Burial Goods, no? It will inevitably make the Orcus better going second with your Folos and Nibiru on the main deck. And moving on next, we do have another Orcus, this time a more intricate way of playing Orcus with 2 Small World and the Terror Top and Takatomborg package of Speedroid. Moving on next, we do have Tenpai Dragon. Yeah. 1 Flawless only on the main deck. Played Blaster and Gold Shark. Interesting. And yeah, played triple Judgment and triple Strike going first. Next would be another Orcus. Yeah, standard. Just played Droll and Ogre. Quite interesting. You don't really see Droll that much recently. And next would be the extra deck and side deck. Pretty much linear. Just played the Azamina Dragon here. And moving on next, you do have Mermaid Atlantean. I do believe this is the same list as earlier. Yeah. Top 4. Yeah, top 4. And next would be Tenpai Dragon once again. Triple Lightning Storm this time. And double Forbidden Droplet. Next would be Primite White Forest with Fiendsmith and Azamina, of course. Yeah, engine deck technically. Just play the minimal engine of White Forest and just basically go from that, no? And next would be Crystron. Finally, 2 Tidal. We have seen a bunch of Crystron tops recently that is playing 1 Tidal only and sometimes none. But I do believe that 2 Tidal is the best version of ratio of Tidal on this Crystron deck. And moving on next, we do have Moi Cup 3v3 champion. We do have first Ryzil. So this time played 1 Ogre and double Nibiru. And next would be Memento Atlan. Super Poly on the main deck, of course. Really sensible here because you do have spot on the extra deck for some of the most played Super Poly targets like the Golem Ignister and Garura. And next would be Melodious. Yeah, very basic deck and still able to perform quite good, no? Considering that this deck has been power crept to a certain degree, but it still performs. And moving on next, we do have Tri-Brigade Fire King. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. So yeah, Tri-Brigade Fire King. I think this deck was kinda overshadowed by the previous Fire King Snake Eyes format now, but a lot of people discredited the synergy between Fire King and Tri-Brigade, being able to pop your own kit and Nerval on the deck, and yeah, basically you have access towards the Promethean on this build, and it is a really solid version of Tri-Brigade. And moving on next, we do have Blue Eyes Primite. Yeah, standard, nothing to say too much about this. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite once again. 40 card, yeah, 40 card Blue Eyes Primite. Just played double Dominus Purge. Next would be Marineford TCG tournament. I don't even know what the freak is this. Yeah, Gem Knights. The deck list is so messy. And next we do have Orcust, Azamina. Without Finsmith, just played Azamina package here. And next would be Tetsu Shard Tournament. First would be Ryzil with triple Judgment on the side deck. And next would be Orcust Horus Bestial 60. And next would be another Orcust with the Speedroid Engine. And next would be Mermaid Atlantean with triple Lightning Storm on the side deck. And next would be another Dragon Maid, this time with Tenpai Dragon on it. So bunch of going first cards now on the side deck, playing triple Sanctum and triple Judgment. And also it played the copies of Chundra and Pydra on the main deck, being able to dish out your Bident and also Transcentric and Trident Dragon on the battle phase. And next would be, yeah, I do believe this is the same list as earlier. Just repost from the owner of the deck, probably from Ice Kaiba. And next would be Malice. So Malice with triple Solemn Strike on the side deck. Didn't opt for the usual Simul Archfiend, no? And Judgment. Solemn Strike, interesting. Next would be Mermaid Atlantean with 2 Gamma Cell, of course. I do think that Gamma Cell could be searched here. I'm not really sure. I just think Gamma Shell could be searched here. I'm not really familiar with the combo to do it, but it is playing the Gen X package, which is the hottest trend in Japan right now. The Gen X is a 1-card combo for the Mermaid Atlantean, and making your deck having 3 extra copies of 1-card starter is massive for this kind of already explosive deck, no? And moving on next, we do have another Mermaid Atlantean. This time 50 card, so a bunch of Mermaids. And this is not playing the Gen X package, but instead it is playing some of the Marines' cards, yeah, on the extra deck rather, and playing some Umi cards here with the Raging Umi and the Water Charmer Searcher. Next would be White Forest from Moi Cup, triple Nyalos this time. And next would be Dragon Maid once again with Tenpai Dragon. And look at this deck list, it just looks stunning. Of course, with the regularity of these cards, yeah, you could probably even play this deck even without electricity, even brownout, no? And next would be Blue Eyes Primite. So standard, nothing to say too much about this. And next would be Moi Cup, Gem Knights with Finsmith and Azamina. Next would be 1923 CS in Korea. First would be Blue Eyes Primate. Just played Druisworm and Baldrake on the side deck. And next would be Earth Pile. Wow. This deck is not dead in China and Taiwan. If you're familiar on the Chinese tournament results and Taiwanese results, this deck still keeps on performing. Probably if you are going to make a tier list in China or Taiwan, the Earth Good stuff is still on the metagame. And I do think that some people that believes on this deck should get rewarded because it is still ridiculously strong and can be able to pull up some of the most craziest combos in the game. And next would be Malice. Yeah, standard. Just played one anti-spell fragrance. And next would be 1923 CS. First would be Malice Bestial with triple Salon here. And once again, no, the anti-spell and Solemn Strike package here. Next would be Blue Eyes Primate. Played Magnamut and Baldrake on the main deck, and also played Relinquish Anima. Interesting, because you do have a lot of level 1 on this deck. And next would be Blue Eyes Primate once again. Pretty standard. Yeah, pretty standard. Next would be Memento Atlan. Nothing to say too much about this. I just played 1 for 1. And moving on, next you do have Memento Atlan once again. X2. Yeah, X2 from Mogi. And next would be 1923 CS top 4. We do have Orcus this time. Double crescendo. And you don't see it every day, I guess. And next would be Spiral. Oh my goodness, Spiral 60. What the freak? It is playing Horus as well. And next would be Malice. We double Signet Mining this time. And once again, Anti-Spell and Solemn Strike. Next would be 1923 CS. Top 4 of Best 3 tournament. 3v3. First would be Blue Eyes Primate. Playing the Kaiser monster. And next would be Tenpai Dragon. Double Phantasmi. It just makes sense, no? I think Phantasmi could be pivotal here against Malice, against Orcus, even against Blue Eyes Primate. And next would be 60 San Avalon Rika. Second result of this deck in our tournament reports here. Next would be, what the freak? What even is this? Infinite Rock? Yeah, Infinite Rock. Oh my goodness, with Christian. Wow. Wow. Machine Pile. We could say that this deck is a Machine Pile. And yeah, this is just crazy. And next would be Gem Knights, Finsmith, without Azamina. Next would be Blue Eyes Primate. Another high rarity deck, but nothing too unusual here, very standard. Next would be, what even is this? Oh, Ancient Gear. Yeah, Ancient Gear. Tenpai 2.0. Yeah, Tenpai 2.0 to say the least. Just similar deck towards Tenpai Dragon. Just ravaging boards going second. And next would be Gem Knights once again with Pachi on the main deck. Wow, this looks cute. And also the Shadal Dragon and the Construct. Probably a way to go second. Dumping the Dragon. Yeah, dumping the Dragon to pop a back row as well. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do remember that Dragon could pop a back row when being dumped. And next would be Tetsu Shared Tournament. First would be Christian. Standard. Next would be Ryzeal with Sharks, of course. This has been the more played version of Ryzeal post ban list. But we are probably going to differentiate from that with the new support of Ryzeal coming today, Saturday. And next would be Orcus, Azamina. Yeah, standard. Next would be another Orcus. And moving on next to the Blue Eyes Primite with 2 Bell on the main deck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is playing... Is it playing Primite? I cannot really see it properly. Not really sure. But yeah, I do believe it is playing Primite. Yeah, I thought it was a pure Blue Eyes. I would go crazy. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite once again. Yeah, very messy deck profile from Card Square. And next would be Malice. Yeah, standard. Just played that Scaper and the Hit Soul main monster. Next would be Invoke with Bestial and Azamina. Triple Phantasmi this time and play Raigeki. Wow, quite interesting choice. Raigeki still could clear some of the boards here, especially ending on Apollousa, no? And other boards without Omni Negate options. And next would be Dragon Maid with Branded. Oh my goodness, it is playing Branded. Yeah, it is playing Branded. Wow. And also playing Sangen Kaiman here. Could work, even though you don't have Dragostapelia. It has Branded. Next would be Test Shirt Tournament. First would be Chimera Finsmith. Yeah, Chimera Finsmith with Azamina. And next would be Punk. So, a lot of people have been questioning in my channel that is Punk a good deck. But to say the least with you guys, I do think that Punk is a good deck, but it lacks consistency to perform each week. There are levels to this game where Voices Voice can cling on towards the tier 4, tier D, you know, each week. And decks like Labyrinth, they continue to perform each week. And on some weeks, Punk does have a solid showing. But most of the time, it is not the case. A lot of weeks where Punk really underperforms badly. And next would be Ryzel. Triple Folos on the main deck and 1 Sakitama. And next would be Voices Voice. Like this, Voices Voice every single time, no? This time with a small Ryzel engine, yeah. Playing small Ryzel engine. Just to bring out the detonator. Next would be top 4 Test Shirt Tournament. First would be Blue Eyes Primite. Yeah, standard. And next would be another Blue Eyes Primite. This time with Skill Drain on the main deck. And next would be Ryzel. Yeah, Ryzel. And next would be Dragon Maid once again. With triple evenly matched this time. And moving on next to the Tetsu Shirt Tournament. First would be Kashtira. What the freak? What the freak? Kashtira in 2025. Look at this madness. With Fenrir Gun, Unicorn at 1, freaking Raitsos at 1 as well. Still works, no? Just Arise Heart Pass. Just believe on your Arise Heart Pass. Oh my goodness, madness. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite. Yeah, Blue Eyes Primite. Next would be Sprite. Sprite Live Twin. Another deck that is getting support, no? It is very interesting whether Live Twin can withhold the metagame this coming Alien format. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite once again. Just look at those first edition Blue Eyes, no? Wow. And next, we do have Orcus, Triple Return. Yeah, not too shabby. It could work. Probably. Next would be Blue Eyes Primite once again. Another Bell here. So, Bell over Phantasmi this time. Next would be top 4 of Korean tournament. First would be Horus Sprite. Oh my goodness. This is the top deck on January 2023. But yeah, it got overshadowed by other more frivolous decks. But it is seeing some return here. Yeah. This is probably the best way to play Sprite right now with the Nimble and Horus. And next would be Invoke Dogmatica with Bestial. So a lot of people have been questioning my tier list that I'm putting Invoke Dogmatica Bestial here. This is the reason why. I think this deck just keeps on performing each single week post ban list. And really solid as well, no? Bunch of rooms for non-engines. We do have 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 3 Veiler, even the 3 Imperm, and still has a room for Talent, Summon Limit, of course Maxi and Desires, no? So really solid, just technically engine deck altogether, and pretty cheap as well. Yeah, very cheap. You would probably make this deck under $100. Yeah. And next we do have Orcust once again. So this time with anti-spell fragrance. And next would be, oh my goodness, Tri-Brigade Azamina. What the freak is this? This is just crazy. It is playing the Silhouette Top Hat Rabbit and Double Bear Broom. Oh my lord, what even is this? If you don't know me, I think a lot of people in my channel knows me for Tri-Brigade, but yeah, I have been playing Tri-Brigade for a very very long time already, and probably I am most known for that deck. But this just looks so crazy to me. Yeah. What the freak? I don't even know how to comprehend this deck. It's only playing 1 Imperm, no Veiler. Freaking played Nyalos on the main deck. Oh my goodness, this is just insanity. Triple Change of Heart and triple Purulya as well. Wow. Wow, I have no words. I never knew that Tri-Brigade could work this way. Or rather, I never intended to make this kind of deck. Wow. This is big brain. Next would be Ryzil from Marineford TCG tournament. Played Phantasmi this time on the main deck. Oh! It is not only Ryzil, it is playing super heavy Samurai. Wow. Wow, what a mad lad. Bunch of interesting decks, no? So they really went out to play some of the most craziest decks on the tail end of our QCTV January 2025 post-ban list format. Yeah, very interesting. I'm very happy to see a bunch of weird decks out here performing really nice. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite. Yeah, standard. Standard. And next would be Mermaid Atlantean. This time, playing Red Reboot. Just to respect the back row. I do believe that this deck struggles against back row decks really hard. And next would be Gem Knights. Yeah, Gem Knights. 41 card. Yeah, 41 card. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite once again. Playing the Blue Eyes Fusion. Next would be Next Play Tournament. Another Blue Eyes Primite. Oh! It is playing triple Lancea on the main deck. So, you want to just destroy the Malice matchup. It's just a preemptive way to deal with the Malice and probably Orcus as well. And next would be Branded 40. Yeah. It has been a while since I have seen Branded 40. I do think that this deck can still be very good. And next we do have Mementotlan. 1 Nyalos on the main deck. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite. And moving on next, we do have Card Village Tournament. First would be Gem Knights. Bunch of Gem Knights, no, in our report this time. Probably mostly from the Korean tournaments. And next would be Malice. Yeah. And moving on, we do have Ryzil with double Sakitama. And next would be Malice. Still playing the Gold Sarcophagus. And next would be TCG Draw Tournament Top 2. First would be Tenpai Dragon, triple Purulyan, double, triple Foalos this time. And next would be, oh my goodness, what the freak, triple Chicken Game and only 1 Ray. And still play Jamming Waves in the main deck. Yeah, it is playing Shark Cannon as well. Wow. Yeah, this is a really bold way of playing Sky Striker. Hard going first, Sky Striker. And moving on next, we do have Marineford TCG, top 3. First would be Branded, 40 once again. Playing Pancratops this time. And next would be Blue Eyes Primate, standard. And next would be Madolche Earth Pile. Yeah, he's playing Black Dragon at the very least. And next we do have, oh, it is hidden, no? Imagine that it is hidden from X. And the moment that you unveil the picture, it is playing Dynamorphia. What the freak? Yeah, of course, Dynamorphia, still a really solid stand deck, but suffers from time issues. And next would be another Tri-Brigade, this time with Horus. Bunch of Tri-Brigades, no? Tri-Brigade Azamina, Tri-Brigade Horus, Tri-Brigade Fire King. A bunch of Tri-Brigades in our report right now. And next would be another Orcus 60 this time with Sprite engine and the Nimble package, and also of course the Bestial and Horus. And yeah, that sums up our OCG Metagame report and decklist reviews from January 16 to January 24. So if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep providing this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.